Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, to talk about a lot of NBA news. So, we're gonna get right into it. So, report the Lakers had quote unquote serious concerns about Kyrie Irving's professionalism and availability. So, they had some really serious concerns about his availability. So, let's get to this article here. So, for about 48 hours, the Lakers, they had got an opportunity to transform themselves into maybe a championship contender by trading for Kyrie, who has to be traded from the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, that trade request, but he was traded Sunday to the Dallas Mavericks. So, reportedly, even though the Lakers made a concerted effort to get him, they offered Max Christie, Austin Reeves, their first round picks. They had some reservations, particularly about the off-court issues they've created over the last few years. And he's one of the most skilled players, no doubt, but just with the COVID situation, um, the documentary, anti-Semitic film, just kind of in that year he only ended up playing like 19 games, so definitely concerns about his professionalism and availability, but they still tried to get him, which kind of doesn't make sense. If you're concerned about his availability, then why try and get him? But yeah, Lakers are not like the only one, or like the one guy who gets rejected and says they never wanted her anyways. Like the Lakers probably did want him, as I talked about in the other news, but they didn't want to trade him to the Lakers. So yeah, Christian Wood has been a frequently discussed candidate for the Mavericks to trade. So that would kind of be dumb in my opinion. You're you're basically letting go of a solid big man who can space the floor. And he's pretty underrated, so I don't know why they want to trade him for. He's a 20 and 10 player almost every day or every night. Also a 3 and D guy if you need him to be. People need to respect him. All he does after going undrafted. So he's so good. Like puts up 20 and 10, averages 20 points, 10 boards, and you want to keep Powell, who's never averaged over 8 points. I don't know why they want to keep Powell, but Christian Wood they want to trade. It doesn't make sense. So the Brooklyn Nets also would have wanted Rui Hachimura in a potential Kyrie Irving deal per the sideline. Due to trade rules, the Lakers were unable to add Hachimura in a trade package. So where the Los Angeles Lakers recently acquired Rui Hachimura, they were unable to add him in a trade package. The Brooklyn Nets wanted Rui Hachimura in a potential Kyrie deal, but the Lakers were unable to trade him. So the Nets tried to fleece the Lakers. So they wanted someone they couldn't have traded, basically. Really just waste the Lakers' time knowing they can't trade a player they just acquired. You can't trade a player you just acquire, so I don't know. So the Lakers' Plan B options per report are the Raptors and the Jazz. So their Plan A was Kyrie, but once that's not happening, their Plan B reportedly is the Raptors and the Jazz. I could easily see a Russell Westbrook, 2029 first and 2027, those two first round picks for like Jordan Clarkson, Vanderbilt, possibly those two players. But that's a chunk of the team's core for two picks. I mean, it does seem like a lot for the Jazz to get. The Jazz have no use for him though. Like Jordan Clarkson's gonna leave. Jared Vanderbilt probably wants to get traded, and you need to get rid of Mike Conley. So I would do it. One mystery Western Conference team offered the Jazz a significant, inspiring contract for Mike Conley earlier this season via T. Jones on the NBA. So I think he's definitely talking about Russell Westbrook. Um, it's definitely talking about Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. Um, so this isn't shocking. So they offered the Utah Jazz a significant expiring contract for Mike Conley. Definitely Russell Westbrook, but yeah, it's not going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. The Nets did not hear from the Lakers on Sunday, per Shams Charania. So is it the Lakers didn't try, or Joe Tsai didn't want to trade him there? But they didn't try because the Nets were just asking maybe for too much. But I don't think the league likes the Lakers, but I genuinely think Brooklyn was asking for too much, and the Lakers just said, nah, we're good. We're not going to trade Austin Reeves, Max Christie, our 2 first-round picks. And they wanted Rui when you know you can't trade a player you just acquired. So I don't get it. I don't get it. They were asking for like the whole damn team. That's probably why. Report, Ben Simmons has zero trade value around the NBA. What a surprise. Ben Simmons has zero trade value. It's amazing the Sixers landed James Harden for Ben Simmons. That's crazy. But what a surprise. I mean, like, who would want Ben Simmons? I mean, it's not a surprise. And the sky is blue. We all know this. He has just no trade value. And he did it to himself. He just fell off bad. Several teams have reached out to the Lakers on Anthony Davis per Amico Hoops. Quote unquote, the Lakers are quickly shooting down any such talk, sources added. As they should. I mean, it won't matter when him and LeBron request a trade during the summer. Watch them request a trade. But they won't trade to compete now, and they also won't trade to blow it up. Like, why would they trade Anthony Davis right now? He's not going anywhere. A report Miami Heat dangling a trade package of Duncan Robinson, Dwayne Dedmon, and a first-round pick to see what they could get. Okay, Pat Riley. You're literally trading Duncan Robinson at one of the worst contracts in the league, Dwayne Dedmon, who's fucking shit, and a first-round pick. That package is getting back a 62 overall in 2K, per se. Pat Riley. Kevin Durant on the verge of potentially being moved per. I was looking at this like, are you sure? But then I saw the per Stephen A. Smith. I'm like, this ain't a real source. I'm hearing Boston's making some calls. Keep your eye on that. Quote, Jaylen Brown. I mean, bro, Jaylen literally is not getting traded for nobody besides that Victor dude, and that's a maybe because nobody knows how good he will actually be in the NBA. But Stephen A. won't remember saying this by tomorrow. This is literally per Stephen A. Smith. It's literally a rumor. We're not going to Charles Barkley's top 10 players of all time. I don't give a shit. A report, Josh Hart, Luke Kennard, and Josh Richardson are all in play for the Cavs ahead of the trade deadline. So they're reportedly all in play for the Cavs as Josh Hart, Luke Kennard, and Josh Richardson. These would be 3 good pickups. One of these 3 would be definitely a good pickup in my opinion. And Richardson's been putting up some good numbers recently. And he can help a contender or 2, maybe coming off the bench. So he's definitely been playing good as Josh Richardson. Luke Kennard would be good. He can shoot that 3 ball, can provide you some scoring off the bench. And Josh Hart's still a good player. I feel like people underrate him. But I think Josh Richardson will be an amazing pickup. A report Kevin Love could be moved at the trade deadline recently. We talked about the Cavs took him out of their rotation basically. Could be moved at the trade deadline. I don't know who wants to get Kevin Love, but the Cavs must trade him to have to keep his salary slot on the books. Can't let him leave and not be able to replace his salary slot with a free agent. But that's wild. Josh Giddey downplays the possibility of LeBron James breaking records, scoring record versus OKC. We've got one of the best defenders in the league that'll do a good job on that. Dort, I know he's a good defender, but he ain't no LeBron stopper. Report: the Los Angeles Clippers looking to unload Luke Kennard's salary with the goal to improve, which is why he was offering the Kyrie Irving package. So they want to unload his salary. He's not viewed as a consistent member in their rotation. He was always offered in the package for Kyrie before he's traded to the Clippers. The Clippers are looking to improve. So yeah, I don't know why they want to get rid of Kawhi Leonard. I mean, he's so much better than, say, Reggie Jackson or John Wall. Devin Booker's going to make his return tonight, so that's some good news. Furkan Korkmaz has demanded a trade from the Sixers. I haven't even seen him play this year. So, league-shattering news. The Miami Heat are receiving calls on Max Strus and Kyle Lowry per FLA Sports Buzz. The Heat are very open to moving Kyle Lowry. Yeah, nobody wants these bums. Nobody's wanting to get Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's like worth a second-round pick at this point. So they're not going to get much for Kyle Lowry, basically. The Brooklyn Nets are interested in trading for OG Anunoby. So they're very interested. Are they just interested in like the whole Raptors roster at this point? Their last 3 posts have been like the Nets interested in Fred VanVleet, Siakam, and now OG. You got the picks to do it. You got some players you can trade. So I think they can do it. Chicago Bulls are showing interest in Bones Hyland, Mike Conley, and Terry Rozier. Parents say, what's the difference between Bones Hyland and Kobe White? Kobe makes smarter plays more often. He's like a dollar, and Bones is like a Dollar General Crawford. He's so inconsistent. LeBron says he's disappointed the Lakers didn't land Kyrie Irving as expected. He's disappointed they didn't land him. The Dallas Mavericks believe Kyrie has a proven track record of recruiting star teammates per Tan Brad, sports reporter for the Mavericks. Does he know? He's got a track record of something else too. He got KD and Harden, so maybe he's right. But he's got a proven track record of abandoning star players, so yeah. Report: DeMar DeRozan drawing serious interest on the trade market. Lakers fans are about to wake up. Get on Twitter and say, we're going to get DeMar DeRozan. Here comes a certain fan base in the Lakers thinking, we're going to get DeMar DeRozan. Let him go to a winning team. Like, you're wasting all of his clutch performances in Chicago. So, but the Lakers need to at least try and go out there and get DeMar. The Miami Heat are expected to pursue Kevin Durant if he demands a trade. The Suns, the Heat, are expected to maybe pursue Durant if he demands a trade. But I got a better chance at playing for the Heat than Kevin Durant does. There's no way he's going to the Heat. The entire league wants him. He's Kevin Durant. They were expected to pursue every NBA player that requests a trade. Like, yeah. But, this is the first NBA news. I'll upload a double NBA news. So, yeah, until next time, peace.